Welcome to Sam and Max, episode 204, Chariots of the
Dogs.
Thank you. I'm Marco Brezzo. I did choreography and effects on this episode.
I'm Nick Herman. I did choreography and I did the trailer, so
Woo.
That's cool.
I'm Emily Morganti. I do marketing and PR on everything.
My name is Grant Alexander, and I was the newly acquired concept artist. This was my first gig.
We were very happy to have you.
Thank you.
It's amazing how hard it is to make art if you don't start with a concept. So Marco, who did this scene? Do you remember?
Yep, yeah, I did this opening cut scene. It was kind of a big moment for entering into Flint's having not being, or entering into Bosco's having not being able to get in there for the last episode.
This is like one of the best. I like this puzzle. This when you first start off, it's so like detective-y. You know, it's actually like doing a case. I'm on a case. Gotta find some clues.
This episode, we told people basically nothing about it. We kept it really, really secret, and I remember we were showing this to press, and we basically showed them just this part up through the getting, in the bathroom, and that was it. People really didn't know what the episode was going to be about. It was a big surprise.
Nice.
Definitely worth it.
Also, the password to this is the best.
Yes.
I like that you could finally go behind Bosco's counter.
Yeah, that was
And
awesome.
the fact that all of the items from last year's case were there was an awesome bonus.
I
don't know
that would
if
have
those were-
saved you with it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if those were
Movies.
originally in there, or if one of the artists just stuck them in.
You did it, Samo.
Let's check in the bathroom for more clues. Let's see if tell us where Bosco's top secret bunker is. Or maybe the bathroom is his top secret bunker.
I like all Bosco's shirts there.
Exactly where I'd want to spend
Yeah.
an apocalypse.
And his
I sense that
rambling
something
scrawls
terrible
on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know the half of it.
Nice.
Oh, and they
Nice
said we
effect.
couldn't do pouring wine.
You can sprinkle it.
Yeah.
Sprinkle wine.
Well, that's actually just a Super Bowl spit take that happens later
Oh, nice.
in the episode. It's
Shrunk
colored
down.
purple.
Yeah.
Shrunk down, colored purple.
What's that noise?
I love the mariachi ship. It's like
is
the
cool.
coolest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Can't tell what it
You
is
don't know,
from
yeah,
here,
you don't
but-
know until later what it actually looks like.
Yeah.
This is awesome. I love this.
Yeah.
They've
Super
come
You know
Like
who
Max
animated
walks
this?
in.
It's
I don't know
This
who
was a Tim or a
animated that.
Good. About time we found out who's
Right.
responsible for this travesty.
Yeah,
It's
so-
epic, you know?
I think it might be Jeff, but if I say that, no. I
You'll
don't
be
know.
wrong.
I don't know who did it. Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I love when our game looks real, like I could see it somewhere, I don't know, when I don't see it on retail, it's kind of like, oh, we make a game on the web,
Yeah.
but like when I see something like that, I smile.
This is the first time I've seen any of this.
Oh, cool. All right.
Play the game sometimes.
Go play the game, man. This is our best episode.
Yeah, this was the one that everyone was super excited about. I think the 205 actually ended up getting slightly better scores than this one, which was amazing because this one
Weird.
got really good scores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, people just loved this episode, and it was a really big payoff for people who'd been playing, since the beginning of season 1.
Nice.
Hey, guys.
Not the same cow from Bone.
No. Similar cow, but with a Bosco head, of course.
Oh, so gross.
Yeah, it was very disturbing acting him.
Personal
Also, I love that you can tell that all the FOV has been changed for this episode. It looks so much more cinematic. Everything's a lot more compressed. Looks a little more like a movie.
Seems to be the problem,
And I think after 2 or 3, after we played around with it for such a long time with zombie vision and stuff, we kind of just got a new norm, like a new standard of FOV.
Yeah, we did come across changing up lens lengths and trying to take things to a little bonus level.
Yeah, that's cool.
I like that their time machine is like this retro elevator.
That's cool.
And you punch in with the time
You
card.
touch it with the time card, yeah.
Are we allowed to talk
Hey,
about
that's a cool effect.
previous titles for this episode?
Yeah.
Originally, it was it was like Sam and Max's bogus something. It was something a reference to Bill and Ted with the elevator and the.
Oh, yeah.
That's what
I never understood what Chariots is. I understand what it's from, but I still don't understand what it means.
Oh, that was 205, huh? When you go to hell, yeah, the bogus journey or whatever.
Yeah.
Never mind, I messed that up. Sorry, guys.
That's
I'm not 205, so I'm getting my little
Wait till
205
I'm
commentary in now.
Let's let Grant talk about Mama Bosco.
Go.
Yeah, that was actually my first assignment was Mama Bosco. She was described to me as a mix between Jackie Kennedy and Pam Grier, which is very odd.
Totally works though. originally what they wanted to do was just reuse Bosco dressed up as Mama Bosco for this.
Yeah.
And Daniel and I were pretty adamant that we actually wanted to see Mama Bosco.
The real Mama Bosco.
And Chuck took that to heart and made sure that his envisionment of her came to life.
Yeah.
And I think originally they were going to use Joey Kamen for the voice, doing the Mama Bosco voice,
Oh yeah.
which he had done in 106, but then they ended up casting a woman,
Printed a time card.
Good call.
which I think was a wise move.
Yeah.
Yes.
Strange numbers.
What was that?
We just needed to scan you for.
You did. Explain yourselves.
See you later, Ms. Bosco.
We're gonna pick up some swinging 60s chicks and start a groovy hullabaloo.
Man,
Cut it out, Max. You don't even like girls.
Oh, right.
There was originally some much more complicated way that this puzzle was, or that this story point was supposed to go, and I'm sure the designers talk about it in their commentary. But
I
it
certainly hope they do.
it had something to do with dressing Max up as a girl and then getting him to kiss himself, and that's how he realizes that he likes
When did
girls.
that get cut? That's awesome.
Yeah. It
That
got
was
cut
cut pretty
to the point
early
where
on.
We didn't want to dress Max up like a girl because it would take too much tech and remodeling.
There was actually a when they were doing the animated series, they wanted to make Max into a girl so that there would be a girl character, which scarred Steve, I think. That's why the geek is in that show.
What do you two want?
It's the one true Stinky.
So he was another Stinky was another of yours, right?
Yeah. For Grandpa Stinky, my main inspiration was Ernest Hemingway.
Those impressionable preteens.
This is awesome.
Max, distract Stinky for me.
Oh, I haven't seen it. That's awesome.
Look, Stinky.
Oh yeah.
I haven't played this game. I've only
Your display case.
This is all my
Slaved
saved
over.
here.
Real smooth. Little
Yeah.
The arcade was the most important thing of the whole.
Yeah,
of
that
course,
was so
everyone
cool
in the
back there.
office, so you always had to be playing it. You had to stop playing it. It was really fun to do. We came up with some great camera angles.
Poppycock. That recipe's been in my family for centuries.
And the
The
gooey
U.S. Patent
tar
Office
cake.
says otherwise, Gramps.
The U.S. Patent Office can.
When we had the playtest that hadn't been censored yet, and one of the employees had his kids in playing the game, like a 6-year-old, and afterwards he's all like, "Yeah, I think she really enjoyed it," and I'm thinking,
Oh god. Well, they probably didn't get this far. 6 years old.
This shot was an animation nightmare. Anytime you have to have a character give anything to another character, such as tossing the spoon bending talisman in 106, it becomes very complicated.
Especially if it's not animated.
Yeah. These were animated, but I had to do special stuff to get little Sam to line up with where he picked it up. There's a magical shot of
I love that.
That's a nice shot.
Use that in the 205 trailer.
Yeah.
So
This
good.
came out really nice.
Sam,
Nuh-uh. I made it better.
this like
I love the origin of Sinistar's story.
Yeah.
She never seemed relevant.
But I was
Yeah.
going to Penn Station to pick up.
That's awesome.
Make sure you
Poor
check out the
Sam.
snack table, little me. If I remember.
Did you have to
correctly,
do whole new models
pigs and
for
blankets
the baby
were
versions?
decadent.
John Scrow actually did the models for the kid versions. I don't know
So
if he
Max,
rigged them or if
feel
he
any
rigged them.
different?
I think he rigged
John
them.
did. It was.
Yeah, no, John loves the kid versions. They're on his business card.
Sweet love is all about.
It'd be kind of fun to do a whole episode with just the baby versions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and here comes the my Edgar Wright shot. There it is.
Hello, Miss B. Did it get
Love the music.
freaky sexy
Yeah.
in here, or is it just you?
what'd you do to my Max?
The better question is, what is your Max gonna do to
Creepy.
you? Oh, not.
Doing signs.
Don't look at me, Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Briscoe. He's been like this ever since we were kids.
Why don't we ditch the pooch so you can give me
There's actually a whole
special
other
tour
like
of
section
the
of this
store?
that was
I've
cut.
been
It
wanting
got
to see
a
what
little
you
more in
got
detail
down.
about what Max wanted to do.
Want to do to her?
Yeah.
Max, that does it. I'm done with all of you. Man,
It's the past, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. The scene jumping and time jumping in this, barely anyone could follow. Chuck had every inch of it planned out in his mind. I heard you could ask him about anything, and he
would just
could tell you
boom.
15 things that didn't make it into the game about time traveling.
I'm not leader of the free world here? This will not stand.
Here it comes.
Yep. Is this your scene, Nick?
Yeah.
Here's
This is
Maxine.
great.
Meet me tonight.
That's,
And a donkey.
Frez. That's very shocking, sir. Where were they going to meet?
Inside Stinky's Diner.
Nice.
There was so much drama over that
can't believe
Spatig.
the-
yeah, there was.
Done that for a while. Yep, that was yours, right, Marco?
Well, yeah, that was. I started rendering stuff with particles out of Maya and putting it on Flash to get more complex things done. It's one of the places. That and the Big Bang is another place where you see that happen.
Of course, sir. Never better.
Super Bosco is so cool.
Who made that? Who made this?
Bosco, sorry.
Did John Crow make this one also?
I think that was actually Chris Kaleko did that.
Oh, yeah?
I'm not certain.
That's funny.
Just by blending two.
Yeah, yeah. Throwing the hair on him, throwing the glasses, giving him a black shirt.
Making him white, maybe.
Slightly. He still kind of has that purple tinge going. Oh, the
Nice.
journey.
Ah,
Oh.
I don't know how to
Joe Hinkie, our
There, Sam.
chore lead, choreography league, he had a very specific request for Sam licking the corners of his mouth, like you see your grandma and grandpa do all the time. So kind of got that kind of lack of teeth thing going.
Yeah.
So much in the office has changed.
And he originally, I don't remember all the story behind it, but wasn't he originally just going to be wearing the same suit and everything, and Brian then went and made
Yeah.
his suit and took off his hat? And,
Yeah.
Exactly. It was originally just kind of like the Sam model in the chair and
yeah.
a little extra effort to make it look old. And obviously the same amount of aging went towards Max. Right.
Above the rear seats.
He ages
What about
well.
robots?
That's a
Yeah.
tribute of
Robots age
Lagomorphs,
in
I
the
guess.
future?
Which is funny because in the comics, I think he only has like a 6-year lifespan.
It's they
Lagomorph
perfected
years.
cloning is what it is.
I love his Geordie glasses.
Well, of course. Right, Sam?
Everybody's heard of that.
I also like the fact that their file cabinet was replaced by a tape-to-tape.
No, we don't take that many cases anymore. We try to stay mostly around this street and the neighboring shops. Still?
If you're not taking cases, what do you guys do?
I've become an expert in volcanology, and Sam is... Well,
Aw.
Sam is in his own world now.
Great
Wait, oh,
transmogrifying vapor wolves of Rational 17. Booster rocket through the Van Allen. What's wrong with the other me?
Oh, he's fine. Mostly. The years add up, though.
It's linked from
I
my
think
pocket.
Sam's
This should be useful later.
chair in that is
Seeing ya.
Brian based it off of something out of the
That's
Doctor
how we
Who
say goodbye.
universe.
Yeah.
Actually, when this game came out, I was seeing blog posts all over the place of people just posting that picture of him being like, "This is awesome." It's like a cross between the Doctor Who thing and then there's like the Star Trek Christopher Pike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, the sci-fi guys know exactly what that's
That
based
stuff
on.
we just fixed was your fault.
Say,
Alright,
the
let's go
segue
home.
into the
How do we get out of
main
here?
room. It's a big note to hit to lead up to the fantastic song Daniel did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Have a
probably
little
the grotesque but
ode to the
misunderstood kind of aliens.
Bigfoot
Who just come
footage
to Earth
when
because they
Bosco
hate
walks
cows
by
and
the
fields
camera,
of wheat.
walking into the
You two go first.
walking into the room right here. It's kind of the look right over the shoulder. Keep walking.
8% complete.
Prepare to deliver.
On my mark. It's TATM!
Oh, bienvenidos, amigos.
This is all Daniel Herrera. It's
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic. Him and Dave Bogan, the art director, collaborated a lot to get very specific animations in here and just hit everything up so fantastically.
And this spotlight was Jake Rotkin.
Yeah.
He worked hard on this.
Yeah, people said it couldn't be done in the lighting change.
Yep.
Yeah.
The subtle entrance of the other two.
I love that. That's
mariachis
so cool.
is, yeah.
This
This
was,
part.
in comparison to the War song last season, this time we actually knew the scope of a big musical number like this, and it was planned for, and I think as a result, I mean, it still took a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
it definitely did.
it wasn't quite the like last minute, oh my god, how are we gonna get this done that we had with season 1. So we do learn.
Absolutely. Every once in a while. In small
Yeah,
forms.
this really came together at the end. I remember seeing a lot of different stages and just like the hat, them popping out of the hats, and this little dance thing,
Yeah.
and then like the stuff going down the moai heads. Like it was all added last minute. And I think we saw it. I think I saw it the first time at our company meeting, and it was
Oh, yeah.
on the
Yeah.
big screen. That was
Yeah.
awesome. Nice little treat.
Yeah, this was a huge sequence. Daniel spent so much time on this, and it so pays off.
Like this.
I love
It's
the
so
Cayenne
cool,
Pinata. It's so great.
How much of this is authentic like mariachi stuff?
You know, I don't know. I know they kind of combined, you know, some
Traditional.
styles of music,
Yeah.
to kind of get what they wanted out of it. I'm sure the sound guys and the designers will talk more to that point.
Daniel is from Mexico, and I loved the idea when people. We always get an angry letter from somebody, you know, and there was the people who are like, "Oh my God, you're making fun of Mexicans." And it's like, well, if anybody gets to make fun of Mexicans,
It's
I
Daniel.
think it's Daniel. There's actually that little picture in here somewhere of the zebra.
And that was
that
that
is
was
a-
requested by Daniel. It's a little reference. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it. I don't know. It's, he says something about the donkey painted like a zebra.
Yeah, and that's something that some friend
Something
of
about a
Daniel's-
donkey show? I don't know. We won't talk about it.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Oh, God.
I don't know.
Best not to.
No.
So here, Bosco just dropped dead of a heart attack.
Yeah,
The
sweet.
cowman had a heart attack.
Had a heart attack. Oh well.
This is the part of the season where I started to get very confused
As I was saying.
about what was actually going on here. But again, if you ask Chuck, he's got.
He's got all the answers.
Absolute explanation for
Yeah.
all this.
Yes.
I like that Moai had his little hat on.
It's festive.
You guys are pure evil.
That's not nice. We're not evil. And after we deliver the cowman's soul, we'll have paid for the spaceship.
And then you can
This
quit.
is my favorite of the Pedros.
No, senor.
The old man
There's
Pedro.
still
He's so wise.
much for
Yes.
us to do with our time machine. So many deep questions left to answer. Like, what about the far, far
This episode had
future?
a lot of it. Just
How will I die?
you never really saw the end coming. It's like it just kept going on.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I liked getting to this point and realizing like there was more I had to
more,
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and the end's a total cliffhanger, too.
Yeah.
So
The chicken?
it leaves you wanting.
Chicken.
Chicken.
See, I must keep on until I find out for sure.
Good news, senor.
You're gonna
We
die.
found the gruesome details of your horrible demise.
Oi, what a stupid way to die.
I can think of stupid.
And I could help.
Kind of makes you want to quit your job, huh?
Oh no, there are still so many big questions.
Who did the
I
who
want
who did these
answered.
rooms for the
But
chores and
screw
stuff?
that
This is-
stupid
Is that Daniel?
Daniel?
Daniel is all the soul crushing room. I was the main captain's deck.
Not again. Just leave it.
Which we'll hopefully see in a
On this
minute.
ship.
Yeah, that's when the captain takes off.
Yeah.
To sing
Looks like
songs
some
about
kind of futuristic
trains.
low-tech craft. Nobody's gonna
love
need
this music.
worthless
Oh,
imprint.
this was the best payoff. That in 203 there was just randomly a typewriter ribbon,
Just throw
and
litter into the
you
time
just thought it was a joke,
vortex.
and then
Yeah, Sam. Somewhere a time traveling
came
Native
into
American
so
is
so
Time
like,
travel.
Also,
Native
it's also a
American,
Resident
that's
Evil
awful.
reference in 203.
it is, and I
Yeah.
was like I thought that was all it was gonna be, you know, and then
Well, you can save your game.
Your
Oh,
money.
Oh, okay.
no,
Yeah.
no. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, this is this is my
Nick
environment.
craziness.
oh
No,
yeah.
no one goes to these lengths but Nick because he really loves it.
I love the stupid stuff.
It's awesome though, the zombie vision. This, you know, you just you come up with
Yeah.
an idea and you just hit home with it.
Well,
That's really what makes our games good is when people do
It's
this.
only because I'm hourly. If I if I didn't get paid by an hour, I don't know. But
Mr. Featherly.
Why isn't Featherly flying right there?
because these guys are hard enough. I mean,
Oh,
originally they
no
were just
excuses.
walking around. They were just walking around on black, and then so now they float. And Featherly,
What are you
I don't know. He came
Don't worry
first,
about
so.
I'm just giving you stuff.
Suck
I know.
it up, Featherly. It only
But
takes a
notice
day or
how they
two
can't
to
do a lot of
get
movement with this
used to
idol playing on them. Only their heads.
Still worth it.
Yeah.
Dear God, man. Do you ever wash that coat?
I like that Featherly just keeps showing up.
He's from before time began.
Yeah. Turns
Not
out
the character I would have
chicken
expected to become like a recurring
I know.
cast member, but
Not.
If that's the chicken, what's there and now?
Well, we left an egg.
and that egg later turns out to be Featherly's egg
See that egg.
that he lays himself. That you give yourself
Oh
into a
my
fire,
God.
which is just the biggest paradox. I don't.
Yeah, no, it's
Best not to ask these questions.
if you ask these questions,
about
ask
the
Chuck.
nature of
Yes.
our existence.
No, the chicken was.
You're just encouraging all the fans out there to write Chuck an email
Just,
right
just
now.
start writing
Yes.
to Chuck, yeah.
Now the spaceship is ours to command. Ensign Sam, set course for ancient Rome. Our mission, to hug Caligula.
Stop goofing off, Max. We've got to extend that bridge and return
Maybe the video
Bosco's
doesn't
soul.
show the bridge part.
Yeah, that's alright.
Well, I'll just say my favorite part about that is the way that the captain's sitting in the chair.
Yeah, so it's a Captain Kirk pose.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who
Oh, there
he
they
had.
are.
here, wait.
There they are.
Putting course on screen.
He had a whole gesture suite from this pose, too.
Yeah.
Triplets. Keep
It's
the
so
time
awesome.
shuttle open for emergency.
Oh, that's right. There's this whole part of the game I forgot about.
I've never seen any of this.
Dangerous bullshit. Whatever.
Issuing time card for embarrassing idol.
Hey, Mac, which one of the mariachis are you?
Oh, yo no soy mariachi. Soy capitán.
Soy Capitan?
Soy capitán.
The mariachi says he is the captain.
Yeah, I think we got that. Thanks.
Who are you guys?
We're salmon.
Wait, Sam.
Not the
They're so
Sam.
enamored with their
You know
success.
who I am?
Of course, you're the
I love that this
recording
goes back all the way to
star.
episode 102.
Mm-hmm.
But
These two.
people, I saw someone on the forum asking, was like this whole season 1 and 2 plotted out all from the beginning? Did they always know who the villain was
Yeah.
going to be? And
The answer is
they,
absolutely
no.
Nope.
And there are a couple of inconsistencies with I don't think that the soda poppers were triplets
You like that sand shot?
until this episode.
Until this episode, yeah.
Tachyons in a gravy boat at the Grand Duchess's button.
But that totally sets up episode 205. So,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, especially since in episode 102 we were only celebrating Wizard's birthday. and
Exactly.
Wesley Specs
It
and
wasn't
Peter's
everyone
birthday.
else's birthday.
You could safely
Well,
call
actually, in Enable Lincoln Must Die, if you scan them with the carbon data, they have different ages.
Investigating.
Oh, really?
Chuck said it was because two of them are one age and one of them's like a year older, a year younger or something. And Chuck said it was because the mother had a very long labor. Like, that's disturbing.
Easily explained, sir.
And he's
This room is getting extremely full of
Yeah.
items.
Such thing as
Yeah.
time travel, sir.
It's
Look
sad.
into my eyes,
I like
please.
this Super Bowl story that never actually gets explained. Like, who is he working for?
What are you
And
talking about?
You'd said that Mr. Bosco is
Who
having a
knows?
purple-
do we even
Season
know what's behind? Do
3.
we even know what's in the closet? What he's guarding in the closet?
Oh yeah, I know. Chuck told me.
Oh, see?
I gotta save it though. This information is
Yeah, this
crucial.
all may come into play in later seasons. Who knows?
Also, that's pretty weak. I don't know. I hated it.
There
I
is
never
such thing as
liked
time travel,
The
sir.
yeah,
I always wanted it to be cooler.
No.
that's all right.
How's the cover-up going?
Very well, sir. Here's what I'd say if there was a cover-up, which there isn't.
Be seeing you, Super Bowl.
We can't seem to avoid it.
Max, have you been sending Boxy Betty to... What?
I love it when they run into themselves.
Yeah.
Control, would you?
This.
There's a scene in Shadow of Destiny, which is one of my
Hey,
favorite games ever.
Benang.
Oh, you talk about this. I won't talk about Shadow of Destiny.
Oh,
Talk about
sorry.
Benang.
Well, Benang just started as a funny voice read or line read, and then Jake and I kind of chuckled about it for 3 weeks, and then made it a reality at like 2 in the morning before we had it be done. That's a little Jake knocking that
That
off.
was a great moment.
Yeah,
Good
it
choice.
was nice.
And you did this scene too, right?
Yeah, I did this flashback. This was fun.
How much of it was old
None
from
of it,
102?
none of it. I
You
just
had to redo all of it?
read all of it. Yeah, it's too much. It's too hard to do.
Keep it
Reference that stuff.
We don't want to mess up time any more than we already have.
You really nailed that high note. Whoa. And you're less floppy than
I think it's the first time you see Sam. No,
You've got my vote.
oh, the where he's crouching. I don't think we ever used that in our game, did
The
we?
crouching?
No, because it was done it for 201, and then I used it for the trailer to make a shot where he's looking at the demon snow print, and then I remembered it in this, and it kind of worked here because he had something to hide behind. And, yeah.
We I think we used it.
Right after I get back from Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, we did use it in 201 with the gunfight for Santa.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know if we
yeah,
never
yeah.
got used again.
I don't think so.
Definitely, it's a great duck and
Are we
hide.
still
Yeah.
waiting?
And with this whole time, this is the first time we actually ducked the music in a chore,
Listen to our words.
or a voice line. Because when you cut to Sam and Max hiding, you can hear the other people still going, and that used to be impossible. So this is the first time we got that going, which is pretty fun.
Our dire
And now I think they're using that a lot. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing here? Congratulations on your recent embarrassing idol victory.
Now hand over that contract.
Also, I love
No chance.
the banjo back, Sam, the the invisible strap, just clicks in.
Back into the UFO, we needed to make definition between.
Originally, it was in front of him. They used to have it in front of him, and he would just act around it, and it was goofy. So we holstered it, yeah.
Time machine.
And then I actually had it to where he had two in front and back, and it looks pretty cool.
Dual banjo.
Yeah, it was awesome. Oh, I love this part right here. Hands in pockets.
Well.
That's bad, right?
Good thing everything they need to solve their case is behind Bosco's counter.
Yeah. Oh, damn it! They speed ran their life, I guess. So quick speed run.
Legally hired crew.
Incoming delivery.
It's kind of fun, actually, I think.
You jerks!
You made us go through the last year and a half all over again.
Stand aside, decadent future versions of ourselves.
Yeah, we've got a very important
I love
case
how
to
they
solve.
haven't like. Wow. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, this is a great scene.
Hey,
Is this yours?
I'll ask
Yeah,
the
this is
question.
me.
Yeah.
But all right, go ahead.
What is he waiting for?
Be patient, Max. It doesn't think up the right thing to say. Max and I have to get to the moon. How do we get there? Why don't you
I
just
tried to
drive?
make excessive
You
use
can't
of
just drive to the
old
moon.
animations like
Yeah.
Point Up Right with old Sam.
Old season 1 stuff.
No respect for plausibility.
You need a screwdriver. All right.
I love how they're so
Where do we get
like
one of those?
the new
Ask
Sam
the
and Max are
Super
so,
Bowl
or the
future.
future Sam and Max are so wise compared to the old. You know, we can't drive to the moon. Like, come on, buddy.
Beautiful house.
How did we get here? They'll trade you for a recording contract.
Hey Sam, don't we have a recording contract?
Yeah, but we need it for, I can't remember. It must be important, or we wouldn't still be carrying it. You kept it so you could bring it to us, right?
The thinking.
I guess so.
Along with that
thinking.
carton of
Sam's
missile
thinking
pops you
pose.
promised.
Jeff loves to animate
Push it,
thinking. I
Max.
love to use thinking.
Here you go. Well done, Sam
The
and Max.
contract giving.
That was the last of your quests.
You have scored 234 out of a possible 500 points.
Weren't you going to trade us something?
I see there's a
yeah.
little continuity
Here's
error
that
here.
screwdriver
where
you guys want.
If the old Sam and Max had their recording contract, how'd the new Sam and Max get past Myra at the door of 102 to get into her
I'm
set?
even more confused than usual.
They don't though. They don't, right?
I'll have to ask Chuck.
Oh yeah. No.
They had to get into it to solve the case, and they were stuck.
Maybe
back
Myra's still holding everything hostage.
yeah.
They knew it didn't really matter.
They just gave up on the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It wasn't that crucial.
No.
It really kind of wasn't. I guess they could have skipped over 202 and been fine.
Okay.
We don't
But
miss
we
Myra.
love it.
Well, Myra comes back in
Yeah,
105.
Sam just said
Sort of.
birthday.
Kind of.
Not
at
as
the wedding.
Myra.
No.
The
Yeah.
job is very important.
Hey, Max, what happens on April 22nd?
I think
I want to
that's
know how the
birthday.
translators are going to handle this.
Showtime.
Yeah.
Atención.
Yeah, it's curious if the jokes are going to read the same.
They
Joke
won't.
on me, eh?
That sucks.
Pretty snacky.
Max, what do Australians celebrate on June 11th every year?
By any chance, would that be Perth Day?
Did someone say me again?
Max, want to go watch Pride and Prejudice and all the Bridget Jones Diary movies back to back?
You know it, girlfriend. Holland birthday.
Did someone say? Oh, guys.
Sayonara.
Okay.
The talking dog said goodbye.
Hey, Super Bowl, what day is it today?
Here's my birthday.
It's the 6th of September, sir. It's my
I love
birthday.
this.
This is so cruel.
I said, it's my birthday.
Sorry, I'm
See, Daniel didn't do all the mariachi stuff.
No,
This is the
you
one
did
thing
this
I
one,
did.
That's
Yep.
true.
Wait up, guys. I'll be there in just a minute.
Oh.
Oh, poor mariachi.
Oh,
Gracias for the song, senor. This has been the best birthday ever.
I actually originally had Sam giving him a piece as he walked in the elevator. He got his 2 fingers up, but then someone took it out, I think, when I wasn't looking. I know, it was sad.
You should
All
look
right, all right.
I know. I never played the game. Also, I don't get this.
This is really confusing to me.
Yeah.
you don't know us, but we are time-traveling mariachis.
I like
It's
that
a
guy's
one
upside down, though.
From the future.
Random.
How else are you going to fit 3 giant sombreros?
Bridge extended.
Uh-oh.
For a
Poor
live
Bosco.
time vortex. Self-destruct sequence engaged.
Madre de Dios.
This is Daniel's B cutscene and Tim's A cutscene. Meaning the B's were handled in our tool, and the A cutscenes were animated in Maya.
Can you tell the difference? I know you
I hope you can.
I hope we can.
Can you viewers at home? Ah,
Oh, and we get
best.
to see the ship.
The tassels.
Yes.
Setting course for the beginning of the universe.
I think originally the aliens were supposed to be like in suits, like alien suits or whatever, and the fact that they just turned out to be mariachis was awesome.
Yeah.
How did that? I mean, wasn't it like we before season 2 got started? Weren't we joking about like time traveling aliens, and then it just turned into like
Yep.
Brendan,
time traveling,
yeah.
like you know, illegal aliens, and then just making mariachis. Why not?
We used to have a lot of migrant workers outside our office, which I think got people thinking about the word alien. But I just think time traveling mariachis are the best.
Yeah.
They're so festive.
Approaching the beginning of the universe. Destruction imminent.
Go, little buddy. It's now
Here's
or
Tim's
never.
A cutscene right here.
And here's the moment with Sam and Max. Oh, there it is. Oh, I love that. No, it's so cute. When he's let me get your tie, Sam.
Yeah, they're a couple. That's the only way they survive.
Wait. So yeah.
Wait.
Oh.
Wait.
Not done yet.
That's the second time I've done that.
This is
I think Marco did this.
yeah, this whole cutscene. It was a big effects cutscene. They wanted to represent the Big Bang, and originally people just said, "Oh, just make it a big white flash,"
Yeah.
and you know.
This was originally
I
given
was
to
like,
me.
No, we gotta make it huge. I think Jake asked for a big Death Star style explosion.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Looks great. Looks awesome.
All right.
All right, 204.
Thank you very much for
Thanks for listening. Yeah.